Alright, before we start episode 157 of the Solo One Sci-Fi podcast, just to let you know we had a lot of problems this week with the internet. All sorts of things are going on. We were also trying to use Streamyards for the first time, and we had mixed results. Although, in its defense, I think it may have been the internet which was playing up rather than the software itself. So, a lot of the bloopers when we try to record will be at the end of this episode. So some of them will be kept in, but it just shows the struggles that we try to get through as professionally as we can. It doesn't always work out, but enjoy the episode.
It must do, surely.
It's the
Hello,
Solo One
welcome to
Sci-Fi
157.
podcast.
As you can't see me, you can see my co-host, Michael Ball, aka Government, and we have not got a clue what the fuck is going on. But I've now appeared. I have now appeared. So just leave it. Don't touch anything. Leave it. Leave. Right, that's better. Something, we had lots of technical difficulties in it. Right then, so anyway, welcome to the latest episode of the podcast. And Michael, how are you? I can't hear you. Well, talk. I can hear you, but you're quiet. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, hello. Sorry, how are you doing? I can't hear you. You're freezing up. I can, but you're freezing up. So, hello. No, you're fine. It's just something. Anyway, how are you? How are you, Martin?
I'm very well. How are you?
We are learning Streamyards, and so far it's shite. So, but we're just trying to other things.
Absolute shite.
Yeah, but it might be the internet. I don't know whether it's my end, but now we're
both
it's
always the bloody the internet. It just don't work anymore.
Yeah, mine seems to be working less good now than it used to.
Yeah, mine has. Yeah. So what's been happening, Michael? What's been going on? What's been going down? What's life?
What's been going on? I've been back to work, which is obviously not much fun, but it keeps me busy. The weather's changing now, and it's September. Yeah. I've also been. You recommended a film that we're going to review. I watched it over the weekend, and that was a film called No Escape. And I want to tell you what I think about that. So we're going to talk about that.
I was going to message you actually the other day about it.
All right.
I thought I'll wait until today. Well, I've made a series, and I've just uploaded episode 3.
You made a series?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the series that you uploaded?
Well, it's about a guy that goes to the toilet and he comes out somewhere else.
It's just this thing you've been talking about for ages.
Yes, yeah, I've got 6 episodes.
Oh, wow.
It took me 8 hours today just to edit this bloody episode. So I'm a bit old computer out at the moment, you know what I mean?
Well, we'll have to check that out.
For 8 hours. 8 hours.
Are you going to... I was going to say, are you going to do it like...
Am I going to do what?
No, I was going to say...
Should we just go back on Zoom?
Do you want me to do it?
Should we go on Zoom?
Yeah, well, let's just soldier on because we haven't got time to... We've been about half an hour doing this. So this is going to be a very interesting episode. But Martin with his green background and his red background, and he's looking fine, he's looking happy. I think it might be my end. What happens is my computer now is running so slow that I normally reboot it an hour before we hit record, and it takes about 2 hours for all the processes to settle down. Otherwise, it pauses. So, but at the moment, you're looking lovely. You're there. You're there in person and in spirit and everything else. I'm here. We're talking. And next time I just have to start it earlier, so that's fine.
Well, anyway, I've made a comedy series with some actor friends, and I put up the 3rd episode today. So I'm quite happy about it. There's another 3 episodes to go, and then it's done. I can move on to my next project. So I'm quite happy about that. And did you watch Star Wars Ahsoka? I thought it was absolutely superb. Right, let's go on Zoom. Let's go on Zoom.
Oh,
It's
this
fucking
bloody
amazing.
computer! I can't
Fuck
hear what
off,
you're
man.
fucking saying, man. Oh,
Let's
God,
go
it's
on
fucking- no,
Zoom.
you're back again. No, we're going to
Let's
stick
go
with
on
it.
Zoom.
We're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it. You're there now. You're there. You talk. It's only when you start talking that it shuts down.
But then I won't fucking talk. Then I'll
Right.
say
Okay.
I'll say
So,
it.
I can't help it. This thing is shite.
Right.
It's been a nightmare ever since we started recording this thing.
Right. Anyway, so did you watch
Now,
Star Wars?
what do you
Okay,
think
did
about what? Yes, that was my next question. Before, what did you think of it?
I thought it was superb. I like the Anakin thing at the end. I liked the Anakin thing at the end.
All right,
You
so
can't hear
what do
me,
you?
can you? You can't hear me, can
I
you?
mean, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, you can.
So I like the build up with the hyperspace ring going off to go and get Thrawn and everything, and I've been really enjoying this. It's been really good.
Yes, same here. Loved it. It's been very good.
Yeah, it was really good. So what do you think this whole Anakin thing is? Do you think it is Anakin, or do you think it's not, or what?
I don't know. It could be an entity taking the form. Because they're in that space, aren't they? Where, like, time you can go places. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
the
don't
world
know.
between
I don't
worlds.
know. I did think is he a Force ghost? You know, but I think she's something.
Yeah, but then he
subconscious.
doesn't look like a Force ghost, though, does he? He doesn't look like a
No,
Force
I
ghost.
think it might be part of something in her that's like being projected. The Force
Oh,
is
yeah. Oh, so you
with
think
her
it's
using Anakin's form? Yeah.
so maybe the Force of her will is in the world between
Yeah,
worlds,
there's
but
some
she's still
kind
not
of.
there.
It's like she's seeing the Force is communicating with her in some kind of way. But how she got into that place, that is interesting.
But
Unless
she's been
he
there
pulls her
before,
in. Yeah, she has. She got pulled in by Ezra, didn't she?
so
When she was
maybe
fighting
because she's been
Vader.
there once before,
Yeah.
it means that she can go back. She's kind of still got a link to it. Does that
Yeah.
sound feasible? I don't know.
Yeah, yes. I think we're somewhere in the middle of all that. I think we're both right.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'm thoroughly enjoying this series. I think it's really, really solid. I think everything about it feels pure Star Wars to me. I hope this continues and proves very popular. And well done for Disney for making it. You know, and Dave Filoni and all the people involved. It's just, yeah, I'm really pulled in. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm hoping it's going to, you know, I mean, we're halfway through the season now. Some people are thinking that the next episode will be just all in the world between worlds with Anakin and Ahsoka, maybe talking about choices and all the usual Star Wars tropes and stuff like that. But I don't know. Oh, and you've changed your background. But I am enjoying it. I think it's really good. I think it's quite solid. I'd like to see how it goes and turns out. But it's obviously early days, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, count me in. It certainly is. What else have been? There's a new Walking Dead series called The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon has just been released. Now, for some reason, in France, which seems a bit strange. And if you're dead, you won't know who Daryl Dixon is, but he's a very strong character in Walking Dead. I'm a huge fan, so hopefully that's going to be good. What else have I been watching? Nothing else. Oh no, I watched the new Indiana Jones film.
Oh, that.
And what did you think about the Indiana Jones film? What did you think of it?
It was terrible. You know it was. Don't say you liked it.
You thought it was terrible?
It was awful. The whole film, it was terrible. They shouldn't have even bothered making it.
Breaking up again.
They shouldn't have bothered making it. How's that?
So I think I heard you say that you didn't like it. So
It
was all right.
They shouldn't have made it.
I thought it was. It was okay, very average. It was a bit meh. It was a meh movie.
Yeah, there was no grand plan with it, was there? Was there? I mean, after all that, they went back to the guy who created the bloody thing, and that was it. It was all a bit pointless. We're going to have to use Zoom, mate. This is terrible. We can't use
Why
this.
is this thing so shit? Okay, I can hear you now. That's it.
Why don't we go on Zoom? I mean,
No!
think of all the
We're going to stick this out.
Bloopers.
Let's stick it out.
Yeah, but it's going to be a terrible podcast. It's going to be awful.
Oh, it's going to be hilarious.
Well, all right then.
I'll edit it. I'll edit it. I'll be okay.
Right, okay.
All
Right,
right,
we'll
okay.
do. Then you're
But yeah, so
responsible for this, then.
Aye, Captain.
I deny
it was poor.
I
It wasn't
deny
very good.
all technical accountability in this podcast.
Yeah, I take
deny
full
it.
responsibility. Well,
Right,
actually,
then, well, that's
I
fine
blame the platform. I blame the platform.
know, I don't.
Streamyards, so
I don't know. I think when
So
you're on
far,
that-
it's going to be called a shityards.
well, it's got a bit internet. It has to be internet. It's got to be. Shall we talk about?
But I know
the
that it
film?
will send it separately. It might be that when I get your copy, it will sort itself out. I don't know. It's just not very good at all.
Well,
but
okay.
like I said, this is the
okay,
first try.
okay.
Zoom, but I want to try a different version of something because Zoom has got a very limited. I'm sick and tired of having to like log out in. It could just be that this is a one-off because the internet's a bit slow. My end. I've got the feeling it's my end, not your end. But then you've broken up as well, so I don't know. It might be both of us at the same time. It might be that this is the best thing ever, but we're just having a very, very bad day. You never know.
Okay, all right. That's a suitable answer to all this. That's fine. Right, shall we talk about the film?
I can hear him in the background somewhere. Oh,
Yeah,
there we are. Now you jumped. It's okay. No, is my end. That's my end. My computer's really getting slow now. So maybe next time I could try this on my laptop, which has got, I think it's got a faster processor. Yeah. So just to sum up, yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed with Indiana Jones. It had a very strange time travel element at the end, which was a bit of a surprise. I thought the first 20 minutes where it was back in World War II with a de-aged Harrison Ford was actually good. That was probably the best bit. I didn't dislike it. It was very, probably what, a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 at the most. It was very ordinary. It didn't stand out to me, and I think it's a shame that it didn't quite work out as perhaps as good as it should have been. So yeah, not brilliant, but there we go. Any other news your end?
no, nothing really. I'm just working on my project. That's about it, though.
Well, I mean, what I'll do is I will, if you want me to, I'll obviously, sort of get some interest on your projects, share some stuff if you want,
Yeah,
do some graphics for you.
Yeah,
I'm doing that. Oh, that's a pleasure.
no, I'd like you
would.
I'd like you to do the poster. Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
Okay, give me a second. Might be this end again.
No, I'd like you to do the poster.
Okay. It should be working. I don't know why this is so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
well,
we'll
can
do
you
something
hear
with
me?
your project.
Yeah, no, I'd like you to do the
Definitely, we'll have to
poster
see how
for
that
the
goes.
JPEG.
Now I think we'll try and go. And we're going to say
Do it
try.
what I said.
We're going to try very hard with this shite software to
I'd
go.
Now let's
said,
go on.
yeah,
Phil.
I'd
I
like
can't
you
do
to.
it. This
and then
is
it
going
went
my
quiet,
fucking
so I
head
went
in,
until
he
it catches
says.
up again. You'd like me to do
Just,
something.
honestly.
And what would you like me to
this-
do?
Is this for fucking real?
This is the
it?
worst ever. This is the worst ever in 5 years.
Fucking hell. Look, would you mind doing my poster a JPEG for me? For tell you what I want?
Yes, I'll do your graphic
Right,
and I'll do your
right,
JPEG.
right.
I've heard it. Yeah, I heard that.
Right.
I'll do that.
All right,
I'll
that's
look
I
at you.
didn't know if you did.
Right.
I didn't
No,
know if you
I'll-
This is the worst
No, I didn't.
podcast I have
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
done.
This is the worst. No. Right. I'll look at your content, and then I'll get some ideas, Photoshop them.
Yeah, I've got
see
the
if you like
pictures
them.
for you to make. I have the pictures for you. So.
Oh, fine. If you've already got it, that's even easier. Great. Throw it over. Let me know what you want. I'll do it.
You
Yeah.
what I want. I'll.
You know me. I love
fucking
Photoshop
hate
work. I love doing it.
StreamYard. I hate StreamYard.
Yeah, it's called like shit yard.
Shityard, yeah. Oh, right. So, God, this is the worst fucking podcast.
I know, but we're gonna. This is gonna be really funny because this is gonna be seriously. Okay, this might because we're doing this recording. It might be the internet, but so far this is a 1 out of 10 for me for what we've been doing today. So sorry, StreamYard, but we're very unimpressed. Let's just put it that way. Right. On that note, let's go into our focus of the week. Here we go. Oh, now Martin's gone.
No, can you hear me better now?
It's the
Solar Sci-Fi
focus of the week.
All right, so this is a film that Martin recommended to me. It's a film which I'd never heard of before, let alone seen it. But I was lucky enough to get the chance to see it over the weekend. I actually thought it was quite good. It had quite a big cast in it. A lot of actors I recognise. But like I said, it's one of those films that sometimes it sort of just doesn't sort of feature, drops out of the radar in film releases and sort of gets lost in the system. And that was No Escape from 1994, I think it was. I'm just looking up as I'm typing it out. Basically, it was a very interesting film because it was basically a guy. I can't remember what he did for this crime, but he was going to be locked up for the rest of his life. And he starts off in a prison, and then he gets sort of transported by this jail warden guy to it was like an island somewhere, and there was two factions. There was a more sort of civilized group, and there was the underworld. I can't remember all their names because I've only just seen it. But it was actually very, very good. The Outsiders. So you've obviously seen this a lot more than I have, but this is brand new to me. Tell me about this movie, why you liked it. What was it that you liked about it?
Well, he's a special forces soldier, and he was ordered on a mission, and he ended up butchering a whole village full of innocent women and children. And he told his officers,
yes, right. You get those flashbacks.
Said, you go in there. They were losing the war, and they had to get a victim like a high body count. And he never got over it because he knew it was wrong. But at the beginning, when he's marching, it shows that officer. That's the officer that ordered him. And he wants to tell the world what happened. He feels that he has to tell the world what happened. And that's why he's escaped. That's why he gets sent to Absalom, the island, with that, because they can't break him. Because that warden says, that warden never turned your back on me. That warden. And because the island, it's a secret experiment as well. They get rid of all prisoners and that, and they all like butcher each other. Except Lance Henriksen, who was the father, he built a civilization, like a society. It was civilized. So there you go. You can't hear me, can you? Can you hear? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And due to technical problems,
okay.
Due to technical problems
so,
this week, we need the test card. We need the test card to come up. You know what I mean? Right. Hello, are you there? Are you? Right, I'm going on Zoom. I've had enough.
I'm losing.
I can't do with this anymore. I'm going on Zoom.
All right.
Are we going on Zoom?
All right. I'll tell you what. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll call you back on Zoom. You back on Zoom. Sorry.
Right.
Bye.
You know, I've had enough of computers today. I've had 8
Yeah.
hours.
Okay. Me too. Yeah. All right. Give me just 2 minutes. I'll get you on Zoom. All right. I'll be right back. All right. So we've now switched to Zoom, where we're going to try and continue this podcast, which has really been the toughest in 5 years, I think. And I don't know. I mean, the internet is definitely playing up. My computer's very slow on my end. And it's partly that I do need to update my computer, but it shouldn't be as bad as it surely, even if the computer's running a bit slow. So anyway, we're talking about this film, and before we got cut off, you were saying again, how did you discover this movie? How did it come into your realm of experience?
So I ordered it. It came through post, and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. And I'd never even realised that I'd been on at the cinema, and I thought, this is an amazing film. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Liotta, he's died now, the actor. He died not long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he died, I think, about 2 years ago. The guy with the black eyes, he died, yeah.
Oh,
Big in
okay.
film Goodfellas. He was a... And it's shame, he died quite young, so, you know. But I love that film. I like the concept. It's set in the year 2022.
I saw that. Yeah, that was quite funny when I saw that at the beginning.
Yeah. Also, there's another film that's like this called Fortress with Christopher Lambert and your favourite actors in it. Who's the villain?
Who's that?
Him from RoboCop.
Oh,
the villain guy.
Kurtwood Smith. Kurtwood Smith.
Yeah, he's the villain in the film.
Oh well, I'm
surprised
a big
you've
fan.
never seen Fortress. I'm surprised.
Yeah, no, it's strange, isn't it? How certain films sort of bypass it and stuff like that. But it was a good production. It had some interesting characters, and I like Lance Henriksen was in it, obviously from Terminator, Aliens, and as you know, we've seen him before in many things. And it had an actor who appeared. He appeared in Star Wars. He appeared in Red Dwarf. And he appeared in Doctor Who as well. I can't remember his name, but he's a good actor.
Yeah, he did.
And I think
John Henderson.
Yeah, wasn't he in that film, that show with Leslie Grantham as well? That one that you like?
Yeah.
That's the one.
He was a good actor, him, yes. A bloody good. There was a lot of the famous ones in that. Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters as well.
Oh, yeah. I meant to say about Ernie Hudson. Yeah, I recognised him as well, which is good. Yeah. No, what did you think of the villain in the show?
It's a great film. He's died as well. Merrick, I thought it was super. I thought it was brilliant. He had that sense of humour that would kill him.
Yeah, it was good.
You know.
And he had this sort
but
of.
I did like it where they had a what?
No, he had the weird sort of like piercings about on the top of his nose, which was quite interesting. It looked a bit painful kind of thing. Yeah, but what were you going to say about that?
The warden, I thought he was like your standard bad sort of guy. He's all right at first, but he's a minion and put him out on it's a different story.
Yeah.
When they pinched the helicopter.
Yeah.
And they were all in there, them like outsiders, and you know they were gonna get him, you know. Well, they were both finished, weren't they, at the end? But I liked Ray Liotta's character. I liked how he was driven by. He had to justify to the world what had gone on, you know, and he could, and I like that. It added a very human side to him.
Yeah.
I think this film is very good.
So how well
did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I did like it. What surprised me about it was that it went off. I thought it was going to be like a generic prison movie where they're in like a sort of like cells or whatever, and it was going to be like they're trying to escape. But it completely went into a different tangent with them on the island, and for some reason it reminded me a bit of Lost. I think as well that it was like some weird kind of creepy island.
I agree with that.
and it reminded me of that for some reason. I don't know why Lost came along, but it just had the idea of being obviously people trapped in an unfamiliar location with sort of things going on which most people don't know about off the island, and that's why that was a parallel. I wonder whether that had some aspects of the inspiration for the Lost series in some ways. Obviously it was different, but there was a slight link, I thought.
It wouldn't surprise me. I got that feeling with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the impression.
I mean, the island itself definitely had presence. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know? I mean, the old holiday resort there was abandoned and all that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And showing that there were two types of humans. That the one that were trying to live in a civilized way, and the others were just barbarians, weren't they? They were just animals.
It reminded me a bit of The Walking Dead as well, where obviously it wasn't zombies, but again it was a situation with sort of different sort of collections of humans, some striving for better things, others living in the dirt, and just sort of like trying to steal. You know, it had that mix. It had a mix of lots of different films, but I for one think that it did have its own identity enough that I'm definitely going to watch this again at some point in the future. And you did say to me, you said, you know, Mike, try this one, give this one a go, and see what you think. And I'm very glad I did it. I think it was well worth a watch. It was good. Well,
there you go. You see,
you know,
I think you were thinking it was going to be something terrible.
Well, no, I mean, you
thought make you sit through one of them really B-type movies.
Well, yeah, but you've recommended Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, so I'm always slightly guarded with some of your recommendations.
Yeah, all right, I admit that. I've never seen it. Yeah, I saw that for the first time.
What did you recommend it then? So you saw that without seeing it as well?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, no, I think I caught it as a kid, very young, and I was fascinated by it because I know it was never shown again.
Right.
And when I saw it, it wasn't what I expected. It was absolutely terrible. But it was a Christmas movie, wasn't it?
Mm.
It's a Christmas film.
It was.
You know,
It's
the island.
Yeah. But I won't be watching. I won't be watching that every year. Let's just put it that way. No, I mean,
you know,
I won't be sort of like, you know, like every Christmas I watch like Trading Places.
No, I won't be watching
or,
that again either. No.
Yeah, but it's definitely not one. But going back to this movie though, like I said, it's very hard to talk because the internet. I've got the feeling this isn't all Streamyards because Zoom's playing up a bit as well. So I've got the feeling that the internet's been playing up my end. So we might try Zoom again, Streamyards another time. Now, this only had a rating of 6.1 on the Internet Movie Database, which I think is a bit low. I think it should have been. Well, let's ask for your rating. What would you give it out of 10? Let's ask you what you think.
7.5.
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, I'll go with the same. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I think it was good. I'd like to see it again at some point in the future. Once, you know what I mean? It's weird. Certain films are more appreciated the second time round. But I remember sort of like thinking to myself at the end. I thought, yeah, this is well worth a watch. So normally, from first impressions of a movie, if it's quite a good first impression, then that means that you'll be likely to see it again at some point. And I definitely will. So yeah. Like I said, how did it do with its ratings wise? Did it actually do well in the box office? Was it a bomb? Do you know much about how it was?
I think it's the film that made Ray Liotta famous.
Okay.
I think that brought him to the front. That's what he got noticed for, yeah. But Goodfellas was the one that turned him into a superstar. He's bloody good actor with Ray Liotta, he was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's a good film. It's a unique type of film. It holds its own. something different about it. And the casting, anything Lance Henriksen's in, that's it for me.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're always onto a good.
Lance Henriksen.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was reading that the Ray Liotta. Yeah, so he died only last year, 2022.
Oh, it should have been.
And that's quite. Yeah, he died at 67. So he wasn't. He was. Late 60s. So he was. But he doesn't look it, obviously, from the movie. But that was made quite a long time ago.
No.
I was trying to think. There was another actor in it I recognise as well. There was Kevin Dillon. Now, what's Kevin Dillon been in? Because I recognise him for something else.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's been? Oh, I know what it is. Kevin Dillon.
I know Kevin. Even about
the Blob. He was in
90s.
He was in the Blob remake as the guy on the bike.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the guy. That's where I recognised him from. So he was in the Blob remake.
He was sort of about in 90s for a bit. Him.
Yeah.
And then he just disappeared. What happened to him? Like he just vanished.
He was also in Poseidon.
I remember he was quite prominent when I was growing.
He was, yeah. He was quite prominent.
And then
he just sort of disappeared. So, yeah, it's a shame. But, yeah. But anyway, it's a good movie. Anything else to say about it? Because I think we're going to give up this.
Because when I watched it...
Oh, man, this fucking thing's really getting on us. Sorry, Martin. Say that again when you get the chance. Say what you're going to say because there's a big delay now. Fucking hell.
When I watched it on Sunday, because I've not seen it for a long time, I thought I know him, the voice and that. I thought, oh, what were he in? And now that when you mentioned his name, I remember him at Video Lab. There always films with his name on.
Yeah,
they're quite prominent on like video type level movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened to him,
No, I know. It's a shame.
But it was a good film. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really did.
It was
and
good.
I've just finished watching the Tom Cruise one as well for next week.
What we do? No, we're doing Edge. Oh yeah, Edge tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I've just finished watching it.
I mean, obviously reviewing.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Loved it.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Well, we'll do that next week.
Let's talk about that next week.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, listen. I think we're going to sort of like finish quite abruptly today because the internet has really, really been. But this has been the most difficult podcast we've ever tried to put together. I will try somehow to get something out this week. So apologies. Next week I will reset my hub. My internet hub, because sometimes that plays up. I don't know whether. So do you?
I've been lost.
Do you think it was Streamyards, or do you think it was? Or
No. We're lost.
So do you think it was Streamyards or?
I think it's the broadband. We should have reset our broadbands.
So next week, shall we try?
I think it's the internet.
Next week, shall we try Streamyards and reset our hubs, and then try Streamyards one more time?
Yeah, reset. Contact me 10 minutes before. We'll reset the internet at the same time.
And also, we know also how it's working. So, okay, you're getting a bit of behind the scenes here, so we don't normally share this, but that's what we'll be doing. So next week, we'll be reviewing The Edge of Tomorrow. It's really sorry, and of course now we're all working fine as we fade out at the end of the episode. We'll be back next week, hopefully in some form, on the Solar One Sci-Fi podcast. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper, Martin.
Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper, yeah.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Oh, well, hello and welcome to this week's 100 and what? 100 and what? I can't.
It's what?
100.
157. 157.
Oh, well, hello, welcome to the Solo and Sci-Fi podcast. We're at 157 and we've moved on to StreamYard.
You've broken up, but it's okay.
We've moved on to StreamYard and we're having technical issues.
It's not working. It's not working very well at the moment. There. That's
right.
Yeah, go on. It's okay. It's going to be a funny start.
So
yeah, let's start again. Start again because that messed up. Let's start again. Come on.
Hello
Start
and
again.
welcome to right. Right then. Right.
Start again. Hang
Hello
on.
and welcome.
This might
to
not work actually.
Right. Right. Hello and welcome to 157 of the Sci-Fi podcast, the solo one Sci-Fi podcast. Before I'm pulled, because I forgot to mention the name. And over in my other box, in the box next to me, is my co-host, Michael Ball, aka Copeland, and I'm by the gods of science fiction. And this week we've got a very interesting film to talk about. And I think Michael has started time traveling because he's frozen on the screen. Yeah, you've really.
Okay, this isn't working at the moment, so this might not be a good idea. No, I don't know. Let me hang on a minute. I'm trying to think of a way of saving space because this is playing up. It was okay until we hit record, and then it's all gone wrong. So I'm trying to think of anything else which is on which might slow down.
Record it, then copy it, and then it goes out live, but then make it private.
Yeah, but it'll still break up. It's the same principle. It doesn't make any difference if it's live or if it's recording. It's better to do recording because if this was live, it's be breaking up. So let me just okay, we're all working now. You're there, and so okay, so let's do it one. Let's do it one more time. I think we're up and running now. So okay, this is it. Go for it.
Hello and welcome to Hello and welcome to this week's Solo and Sci-Fi podcast. And we're now at 157 episodes. You poor people, you've had to suffer me and my co-host Michael Ball, aka Copeland, in the corner, and I am by the gods of science fiction. And please check out my new series, The Toilet Traveller. So there you go. And how are you, my friend? You're frozen again. You're frozen.
Okay. Right. Well, we are breaking up. So I got some of the actual intro. I think I worked out that rather than me, if I stop flicking it around and leave it as it is, I think that makes it work faster. If I did the split screen thing, that's why. So, okay, if you heard us, this is episode 157, as Martin says, of the Marcelo on Sci-Fi podcast. How are you doing, Martin?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm all right. We are, as Martin might have tried to explain, we are trying to do something with Streamyards, which we're not familiar with because, we thought that Zoom was terrible. And what I'm learning is that if I split the screen, which I did while Martin was trying to intro, then he was breaking up like mad. So this might be, when this is edited, it might come out a bit funny, but I don't mind that because I like bloopers and stuff like that. But at the moment, Martin's there. I can see him in the... I assume it was going to cross over between both of us, like Zoom. So it should be that when I stop talking, you come up. I assume it must be like that. I don't. I just said solo layout. What if it's all me?
I don't know.
Just,
I'm talking now and I'm not coming up.
That's what I'm wondering. You see, I mean, no, but normally it's automatic, isn't it? Let's have a look. Hang on.
Yeah,
it says solo layout. It says cropped layout. It says group layout. What's group layout? But then
leave it like that.
Do you want us to be like that?
Just leave it like that. Yeah, just leave it like that.
All right, I think so. Spotlight
That's
layout.
the best way to do it.
News layout.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Like I said, this is all new for us, so we're going to just sort of wing it and see how it goes. So
wing it. Right. Should we start again?
No. Let's carry on. It's okay. I mean, this is. Well, do you want to or what?
Let's start again. Let's be professional about it.
God.
You're frozen again.
Oh.
Well, you're frozen again. Right.
No, it's breaking up. It only. God, let's put it back to solo again. It should. Look. If it's like Zoom, it will record. Oh God. I don't know. Hang on. Picture layout. Because you're back now.
Yeah.
But maybe it's back now because it's. I don't know. No, I reckon it'll cross between us both. It has to. I'll tell you what we could do. Why don't we end this recording and see if it's worked? And then I'll call you in 5 minutes' time to see whether it... Otherwise, it'll be daft. It'll be waste. So I need to stop this recording.
Right.
And then you wait. And then I'll send you another link.
Some of
I
us
know. Well, we could do Zoom. We do. What should we do? Seriously, what should we do?
Well, I don't know. Just right.
Let's just. Oh.
Right, stop the record to say what happens. Right.
All right, I'll start recording and I'll call you in 5 minutes. See you in a minute.
Oh, what, you calling me again?
Well, no. But I want to see the recording to see whether it's alternating between both. It must look. Let's just go with it. It'll work. Okay. So
I'm not
one more time. Yeah, but you must do. It must do that. It must do. Surely.
Hello and welcome to 157. As you can't say me, you can say my co-host Michael Ball, aka Cocklet, and we have not got a clue what the fuck is going on.